sewing for a wedding. Welcome to Viv Mom Sews Makes for February 2022. I'm glad you're here. Now I am sewing for Candace's wedding, but I'm not making a wedding dress. And to all of you people out there who have sewn a wedding gown, I must bow down before you. I admire you greatly. I am sewing my mother of the bride dress. I am sewing my rehearsal dinner dress. And then Candace asked me if I would sew her rehearsal dinner dress. Apparently it's a thing now that the girls wear a white dress to their rehearsal dinner. I didn't know that. There are a lot of things about modern weddings that I did not know. And it has changed quite a bit since 1985 when Brad and I walked down the aisle. So I'll tell you a little bit more about Candace's rehearsal dinner dress toward the end of this video. I have some dresses back there for me. These are warm-up dresses. These dresses are not going to the show, but they're dressy and they kind of have a mother of the bride vibe. I'm not bowled over by them, but I value them because they're getting me into the groove of sewing something formal and seeing what styles I like or don't like. And so I'm just going to keep at it. Now, since I am focused in on a very specific event, or three, there are 2 shower events coming up also, my production is going to be rather lean for the next couple of months. I'm not going to be sewing a whole bunch of practical everyday wear, which is my wheelhouse. I love to make things that I can just, like this. This is quilting cotton. This is a little Vogue top. I pull it on and I love it. But I don't have time to sew everyday practical wear. I will get back to it post-wedding, which is now 2 months away, and we are going on vacation in April for 2 weeks, so I don't have much of April. I need to be ready for all of this before we leave in April. At least that's what I'm telling myself, to stay on track. So I'll go put these dresses on and show them to you. You can see what you think. You might be appalled. I hope you're not appalled, but we'll see what we think. Hang on. Here is New Look 6351. This is kind of an older pattern. It's out of print. And I thought that that long dress would be super chic. It's got a flounce at the bottom, simple V-neck, not a whole lot of shaping. Well, what I ended up with was more of a sundress. Okay, so I used this fabric. It's kind of a popular fabric from Joann. And it's maybe what they call their silky. It doesn't have any stretch. It's got a pretty sheen to it and it's soft. You can see the flounce on the bottom. Now I shortened this dress because I want to wear this length to the wedding. Maybe it's between ankle and T-length, I don't know. So this is just a very simple pullover dress. Like I say, it's got the V-neck. It is sleeveless. There's not much to it. I do like it, but it's not nearly, it's not dressy enough. I feel like I said, I feel like it's a nice sundress. So that was my first kicking off Mother of the Bride sewing. It does look really chic on her, but here's what it looks like on me. All right, dress number 2 coming up. Butterick 6538. This is an old Kathy Ireland pattern, and I liked the look of that slip dress. So here is what I did with Butterick 6538, long out of print. All of these patterns came from eBay. So I had this really pretty stretch charmeuse. Stretch charmeuse in a print is very hard to find. I found this, where else, at Fabric Mart, and I got it for, I think it was $1.99 a yard. Now it's a border print, so I had to, and it's got these, I put these ties on the front. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I had to seam it down the front. Now if you can see on this line drawing, it's a very simple dress, and you cut that front on the fold. However, with this border print, it had a big swath of black in the center and then the print running down either side. So I had to put a front seam, and I like how it came out sort of symmetrically, but one of these designs sort of made a face. And I'm like, no, I can't stand that. So I made little ties out of the fabric, and I just fastened 3 ties there, and now I don't think that that face, maybe that's it, the eyes and the mouth, I don't think it's as noticeable. I've shown this dress to a couple people and they don't see the face, so that's good. Now, the back, I'm going to cover my lipoma because I hate it. And I think I'm going to get it removed before the wedding. The back just has that solid black running down the center, okay? Whew, it is rather warm in here. So, you know, I liked laying this out. I like the fact that it's got a little bit of stretch. I like the shine. I love the colors. I don't know if I really like a slip dress on me. It has a nice slit here on the side, and it did not take a whole lot to fit it. It's not a contender. I really don't think it is. And I would not wear black to the wedding, but I could, you know, I could swap out some different fabric. But I don't know if I like this style enough. So it's a departure from the first dress for sure. And the next one is even more of a departure. Hang on. Vogue 1547. This is a Zandra Rhodes designer dress. And it's an interesting dress. It's got that filmy overlay. And you sew an entire dress underneath it. Then you attach the overlay and the bodice, and then you sew the neckline and armholes together, treated as one. So I had this really pretty kind of mod chiffon. Maybe it's a crepe de chine. It is sheer, and I loved the print, so I matched it up to this I don't know if that's chartreuse, but that's kind of a neon green cotton sateen that I put underneath it. And I did the neckline and the armholes with, it's kind of like an orange taffeta that I cut on the bias, and I hand sewed, and you can't see any of my stitches. They're completely invisible. Now, what I did differently with this dress is I left the zipper off. It is supposed to have an invisible zipper, but when you cut this skirt out, it's a giant rectangle, and they want you to make a, you just cut down and make a slash, and then you're supposed to reinforce around that, and that's where you're supposed to insert the zipper. And I just didn't like the whole idea of it, this real light fabric. Yes, it would be combined with this dress underneath, but to put a zipper in it and have it be secure, I just didn't know if that was gonna work. So I pull this dress on over my head, and I put a little tie there made out of the overlay fabric. And it's really kind of an interesting, fun dress. However, I'm not gonna wear it. Not gonna wear it to the wedding. I'll wear it, but it's not going to be my mother of the bride. I do think it's a good pattern. I can't speak to the zipper application because I skipped it. One more thing to show you. It's not for me. It's a top that I made for my sister Carol. I'll put that on and I'll tell you about Candace's dress. Hang on. I met Carol for coffee 2 weeks ago, and I was wearing Simplicity 9149, the tunic, and she said, "Ooh, I love that." I said, "I'll go home and sew you one." And she said, "No, no, no, don't do it before the wedding. Wait till after." I said, "No, this is not difficult sewing. I love this pattern, and you need some kind of drapey fabric." I didn't realize this was quite so light. This is a super light crepe de chine, and it's really pretty. It's navy, it's black and white. It's got the bell sleeves. I just do a simple rolled hem on the serger to finish those sleeves. Kind of an asymmetrical hem. My fabric got a little distorted, and one side was hanging a lot lower than the other. So I lost some length because I had to chop it off to make it a bit more even, but it's a very forgiving pattern. If the hem comes out uneven, it's not that big of a deal. I'm wearing it with these Kwik Sew pants that I love. I'll put the number in the description box. So for that rehearsal dinner dress for Candace, I said I'm gonna do a couple, where did I put the pattern? There it is. I said I'm gonna do a couple sample dresses, and so you can try them on and see how you like them. She really loved New Look 6669. She wanted something that ties at the shoulder, and I did not realize that this pattern is for knits. So you need to have something with a little bit of stretch. And you know how they never give you a comprehensive description anymore? Well, this dress, which is described as Mrs. Dress, it has a very nifty built-in bra. So I made her sample dress yesterday. I sewed it up, and I am absolutely thrilled with this. I did make a mistake. You see that interfacing? That's supposed to be on the inside of the hidden bra, which has elastic around the bottom. I only did that on the back, and after I fused it on, I thought, I'm not taking it off. Nobody's gonna see it. So we have a deep V in the front. We have these beautiful princess seams. Of course, the ties at the shoulder. I used this sort of watercolor stretch crepe from Fabric Mart. I got it a while ago. I know that it wasn't more than $5 a yard. And the length is undetermined. I think she wants to go with midi length. This dress also has pockets, which is wonderful. And you get a really nice clean finish with that hidden bra in there. You sew it to the dress, you turn it, and you press. So, of course, the rehearsal dinner dress for Candace is going to be in white, and I said, no problem. Let me show you what I've got. I might have to order just a few pieces of white fabric for you, but I don't like ordering fabric, so I love ordering fabric. I've got quite a few nice pieces in here. We have crepe, we have satin, we have knit, we have stretch, we have lace, we've got it all. So I'm very excited to have that dress in the queue, and we'll see which one she chooses. The next one that I'm working on today is a woven crepe. It is lined in the bodice only, and so it's quite different from this little tie shoulder. I love sewing a variety of styles just to see which one is gonna fly. For my rehearsal dinner dress, I'm thinking that this gorgeous, what is this color? Brick. It's a satin brown, sort of red, clay, I don't know. It's a beautiful sheeny satin from Mood, and I'm thinking I will go with something very, very simple, like a sheath dress, maybe a little bit shorter, and a high sandal. So that's it. I'm sorry that there wasn't more to show you, but like I said, pickings are gonna be kind of meager around here until we get past the wedding, and we're so excited. It's so nice to have a really happy event to focus on. So I hope everyone is doing okay. Thanks again for joining me today. Everything you've seen here on the video will be listed in the description box, and I'm wishing you well. Bye.